Gasedal kalat balaw, gam strong paru gesilo. Medeka gaslabu berah utuk temninon. Medeka kingal aso, senadu kalat ni syuat.
Ark, symbolizing the preservation of the original species and the hope of survival. The establishment of a national park is like an ark on the border of nature, carrying precious culture and ecosystems to symbolize coexistence between human beings and nature. Through effective management and conservation measures, we preserve special natural environments and biodiversity to achieve harmony between ecological protection and human utilization. Taroko National Park is famous for its magnificent gorge landscapes. High mountains and deep valleys, rich vegetation. From broadleaf forests at low altitude to the arrow bamboo shrubs at high altitude, the ecosystems are diverse.
见证大自然的演变与坚韧，守护我看见这片山林里古老、珍贵而且独特的生命。
After the end of the Quaternary Ice Age more than 10,000 years ago, many organisms returned to their original habitats as the climate was getting warmer. However, some species stayed, adapting and settling into the alpine environments. Because of geographic isolation, these groups have lost contact with other populations of the same species. Gradually, they became separated into smaller, independent groups, showcasing the phenomenon of disjunct distribution, which is commonly known as a relict. A relict often faces greater challenges to survival. Over 2,600 meters above sea level, in the moist forest floor, ancient creatures walk slowly. The Taiwan salamander is an amphibian with a tail. The Taiwan salamander is an endemic species left over from the Ice Age. In the field of biogeography, it is regarded as an extremely valuable genetic resource.
太鲁阁国家公园因为这3种山椒鱼在国家公园的园区内领域或者是共域的分布，经过我们的遗传的研究，我们就可以去了解台湾山椒鱼之所以在台湾能够种化的一个历史跟机制。
5 species of the world's rare salamanders are in Taiwan. In Taroko National Park are the Taiwan salamander, Nanhu salamander, and Sonani salamander. On the scree slopes of Nanhu East Peak and North Peak, Nanhu willowherb thrives vigorously, blooming annually around July. Before our eyes is another superstar of the plant world, the emerald divine tree, long-lived, massive in stature. The nearby bird lime tree is also equally dazzling. Taiwan plum yew is a botanical treasure of mid-elevation. As 3 buds are aligned at the branch tips, it's also known as the 3-pronged fir. Inside Taroko National Park, the Taiwan salamander, Nanhu willowherb, Taiwan fir, bird lime tree, and Taiwan plum yew are all rare species in disjunct distribution. Gorge and cliffs add layer upon layer of barriers to this dividing line. As a result, Taroko has gathered rare creatures from low to high altitudes to build up their homes here. This is the precious significance of Taroko National Park. By safeguarding this cradle of life that nurtures all things, humanity's future can walk side by side with nature's sustainability.
Pupu, mataluku kayaku. Yansa, matujing suhini, mataking suhini. Suputa, kendawa, suyang, adang, teloku.
Over 300 years ago, people of Taroko crossed towering mountains and steep ridges to reach the Liu River basin. From subtropical zones to frigid tundra, Taroko National Park's diverse ecological environment has evolved many unique species with Taroko as their main distribution area. They are also called Taroko. About 90% of the plants named after the places or mountains in the Taroko area are endemic to Taiwan. 1/2 are endemic to Taroko, or the Taroko National Park is the main distribution area.
Everything we hear and see. The birds, the trees, the insects, the calling deer are the musical notes of nature. Together, they are the spirited symphony of life.
Danger looms ahead, making you wonder if there is a living thing. There are many species here. They are fighting against the threat of adversity every hour of every day. The plants of high mountains and limestone regions are marvelous. High above the mountains, strong winds, steep terrain, low temperatures all year round, metamorphic limestone, dense rock, fertilized soils are high in calcium, high in alkalinity, and low in water retention. It's difficult for most plants to take root.
所谓环境提供植物的，其实是一种生存的压力跟考验。那唯有能够通过这些竞争跟适应考验的植物用不同的生命形态展现太鲁阁的美跟它的价值。
a cluster of Disporum shimidae on the rocky ridges of high mountains, is blooming in harsh conditions. Berberis kawakami, a Taiwan endemic plant, is cold-resistant, drought-resistant, wind-resistant, and tolerant of poor soil. The Yushan single-seed juniper is one of the tree species that grows at the highest altitudes in Taiwan. Standing in strong winds, it takes on a low, creeping, and contorted form. In more sheltered areas with better conditions, it can grow into an upright tree. In the animal kingdom, there are also instances of seeking new opportunities in adversity. In pursuit of more suitable survival conditions and resources, high-altitude birds exhibit vertical migration behavior. In winter, when survival conditions worsen, food resources become scarce. Birds migrate downward along altitudinal gradients, seeking more suitable living environments.
日升月落，万物交响，各种苏醒鲜活的声音，音乐在乾坤之间流动，在峡谷中感受山林的力量。天籁地籁与我们同在。
Taroko's unique geographical environment and rich resources are not only a paradise for flora and fauna, but also a place for our learning and recreation. Taroko Gorge Music Festival, combining landscape scenery with human musical art. Taroko Gorge is acclaimed as the most beautiful racecourse. Rolling sounds, vibrant energy. environmental education, exploring ancient trails on mini trips. Cultural markets, experiencing tribal hospitality. Taroko National Park, from the coast to cloud-hidden peaks. Home to world-renowned marble gorge scenery. Undoubtedly a precious natural heritage of humanity. However, magnificent landscapes originate from tectonic movements and natural climate. As Taiwan lies at the boundary of two colliding plates, Taroko Gorge's mountain uplift and erosion processes continue. Tectonic movements keep on as mountains rise and water is subducted. In 2024, the April 3rd Hualien earthquake severely damaged Taroko, causing landslides and destruction in many areas of the park. Also letting us witness the power of nature and Taroko Gorge's essence. At this moment, we deeply realize the arc of nature is not invincible. We must transform our sincere attention and protection into the driving force for the Natural Ark to continue its voyage.
花莲加油！塔鲁古，贡布拉。